Hey, it's Chaya, and I'm back with another episode of Naked, the untold truth of the aftermath of living with the big four A's: alcoholism, abuse, anxiety, and ADHD. And I smile when I say that because, in spite of all of that being present throughout my entire childhood, in spite of all the crap I went through the beginning of my adulthood, I'm here today telling you the story. I'm here today rectifying it. I'm here today changing the course of history for my children, changing the course of my future. So, no matter what you went through, I want you to know that there's a way through. And I'm here to tell you today about the day that I got out. I got out of a 9-month relationship with a narcissistic psychopath who was abusive on a mental, physical, spiritual, sexual level, threatening the hell out of me and everyone I loved. Completely cut me off, isolated me from the entire world, and for 9 months just would endlessly beat me emotionally and just literally break me down. And today I want to talk about the day I got out. And it gives me mixed feelings because there's this open, fresh excitement, and then there's, oh my God, this girl has no idea. This was just the beginning. Sadly, it was just the beginning of a pattern that I had no idea of, that it took me years to realize and to gain the tools to climb out of. But today I want to talk about the celebration and give space for the part of me that's really, really grief-stricken by how long it takes for this beautiful girl to get it right, for me to get it right. So I'm going to hold space for both. And right now, let's bring a power greater than ourselves into the room, shall we? Because I need the strength. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people and things I cannot change, the courage to change the one I can, the wisdom to know that one is me. Whew. So today I want to talk about the day that it ended. After writing all these diary entries, which are in the last few episodes, where I started to talk about the truth, I started to surrender really to a power greater than myself, and I started to actually just recognize how unmanageable my life is, which are actually the 3 steps to getting out of any situation you're stuck in. The 3 steps to getting out of being stuck. The truth, the brutal, honest truth. Number 2, actually giving it up to a power greater than yourself, but really surrendering, recognizing there's no other way. Number 3 is recognizing how unmanageable it's become. Those are the 3 steps. Those are the 3 steps to creating choice for yourself, no matter what. Today I want to talk about the day that I got the choice. That was literally, I did those 3 steps within 3 days. And on the 3rd day, in the morning, he woke up in a bad mood as usual, the guy who shall not be named, and he started, dishing out the same stuff he would always, calling me names and blaming me for his whole life. And I remember there was this moment where I took the blame and the guilt like usually, and it didn't feel good. And then there was this moment where I was repulsed, where I just didn't tolerate it anymore. And I remember he had left the room, and I closed the door and I locked it, and I said, that is it. Oh God, the chills. I grabbed a box and I started just packing my stuff. I left with 3 boxes, 2.5 boxes, and then I'll never forget saying, like, okay, just pack as quick as you can and take all the clothing you for sure need, and let's take all the stuff you for sure need. I had some stuff from my past, like the diaries from when I was even younger, and on the other side of the door, when he started to realize what was happening, started the threats. I know where your nieces live. That's the threat that killed me the most. I know where this, that, the other, and it sucked. It really sucked to hear. Then it came the threats of him harming himself, when harming me didn't scare me anymore, because, there's been 9 months of up and down, you telling me you're going to harm me and you did nothing, so I don't believe you anymore. I hope I'm right. But then came that he was going to harm himself. He tells me, I'm going to overdose, and they're going to think you did it on purpose to kill me. I'm going to make it look like that. I remember in that moment it hit me, he's not going to let me leave. I need another way out. So I created another way out. Not only did I get the power to just get up and say that's it, but I got the power to find another way out. That's what happens when you do the 3 steps I spoke about and you do them fully. I'm going to make a separate just breakdown on that even more intensely, so you can hear that and you can understand how you can get unstuck, how you do those 3 steps fully. But for now, I want you to know that those 3 steps, they saved my life. And every time after that I got stuck, that's how I get out. That's how I got out, and that's how I get out. Now more consciously than then, but that's always how it's been. If you're not going to be honest with yourself, you cannot help yourself. If you're not going to let go, you're going to keep blaming yourself. If you're not going to actually see how unmanageable it is, you won't find other ways out. And if you do all those things, then you find that other way. I opened the door and I told him, hey, I'm sorry. I know I scared you. I didn't mean to. And I'm choking back on my urge to literally kill the guy. And I'm telling him, I know you're a manipulator. I know you're a little bit of a psychopath. I think I called him a narcissistic psychopath, if I'm not mistaken, and he was cool with that. I said, but I'm not done with your manipulation. I love this. And it's tough for me to do it in the same house as you. And rent was a problem anyway, so I used that. I said, it's just too scary for me, the concept that, we're not going to have rent. And I just threw some lies at him. And literally when it worked and we got into the car, I was just like, thank God. And then he actually got us a driver, and he wanted to cuddle up next to me. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my God, God help me not kill this guy or say something that's going to make him want to kill me or take me away from here. I can get out now. I'm out now. I had no idea where I was going to go. I didn't know where I was going to sleep that night. I didn't care. Anywhere would be better than that. I had 3 boxes left. Yet the next day, my diary entry read this. May 1st. Dear diary, I'm sorry I didn't write to you in a while, but I have good news. I finally got out of the manipulation and lies, the sex and whatnot. Completely out. I'm free, slowly to rebuild and regain trust in others. My life is ahead of me. The rest of my life lies in front of me. I can't believe I was so strong. Little me is really a character. Strong, persistent. I'm going to reclaim my life bit by bit, step by step. It'll be a long process, but I got it. I will get through this once more. The next relationship will be the one. And that's where the pain comes in for me, reading it. How wrong she was. I wish I could save her. I'm also really proud of her. No one will get that close to me unless they deserve to. I'm going to reclaim my inner strength and become a person people want to be around. A busy, employed, successful person. I'm going to tie up all the loose ends, make sure I get it right this time around. I've gotten a new lease on life. It better count. So long for now. Chaya. Those 3 steps took a girl who was writing literally 3-4 days ago. She was writing about involuntary sex. She was writing about the pain. She was writing about drugs that she didn't want to be on, or she wanted to be on at that point already. She was writing about the stuff that she found horrific, that I find horrific, that are horrific. And just 3-4 days later, she got out. I got out of that. Do you understand that? So those steps work. If there's any area in your life that you're stuck, I want you to take what I'm saying and do it. Please, don't wait until you're literally at your wit's end. Don't wait until your diary entry would say, if you would write it, or if you write it, it says about, thinking that you might just be collateral. You're the main part in your story. Act like it. Take the reins of your life. Take the control that you do have. Take the choices you do have and make them. Choose today. Choose today. Choose today to celebrate the times you did get out of whatever you did. To let go of the guilt and the pain of having been there in the first place. Choose today to give yourself the grace you deserve, the understanding you deserve, the love you deserve. Choose today. And today I choose to agree that it's hard for me to celebrate me having gotten out, knowing how much more I'm going to go through, how much more this beautiful girl goes through. And I choose today to, at the same time, recognize that she deserves so much pride for having left, for having written this soon after, for having found a place in her brain to keep fighting, to keep going, even when she felt like breaking. That's what I choose today. I choose to make space for both feelings that I have, to give me grace and understanding I deserve. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people and things I cannot change, the courage to change the one I can, the wisdom to know that one is me. I hope this touches you and helps you take the proper steps to get unstuck. And I hope it also makes you excited. Excited because you know that there's a way out of everything, no matter how horrible it looks, and no matter how much it looks like you have no choice. I hope you know that there is a choice. See you soon.